when I took that off full screen, everything disappeared, made it smaller. So I have to go back full screen on that side. But okay, that's what I figured. So full screen. Okay, now we're good. I got to come up on the other side to pull up my stream now. It's just a little more complicated than I thought. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good, actually. I can do it that way. Hang on. An old screen here. So watch people start popping in.
Yeah, my phone just popped up now to say Chris White went live.
Yeah, okay. I got test with Jannie here. And let me go view on YouTube and see how it looks on the screen from my end. Okay.
Cool. Facebook has given me the pop-up, YouTube, but I'm not able to click on your. There we go. Your stream.
Hang on. Okay. All right. So I've got you on the screen now. What I need to do, I don't know if you can, I can't hear you anymore. Oh, there you are. I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry, I don't know why you just weren't talking.
Sorry.
You weren't talking.
Yes, sorry, I was looking.
Hey, Lynn, we're just testing. Lynn is in the chat, so 5 people are watching.
Watching, wow. So Chris, now what you can do is you can layer your so in your sources view where it says capture, window capture, whatever, just swap the two sources around. If you click on it, there's little chevron arrows at the bottom. Then you can move your video above my video.
When you say okay, I got sources. I'm looking at sources, and I got all the things I got in there. I got the right window. Let me move the left one up so it's next to it, so this isn't so complicated. Where the heck's the left?
So click on.
Hang on. Okay, so now I've got both those at the top of my sources. You want me to click on something?
Okay, so click on the one that you named right.
Okay, I got it. Okay, it's highlighted on my screen in Streamlabs.
Okay, and now somewhere in your screen there should be like a little arrow button, an up and down arrow button that moves them up or down. Like in that sources view, I have a button that says.
No, all I have in the sources button is a lock and then an eye to view it. That's it.
No, not in that line. It's so mine is in the bottom of the screen. You know where you hit the plus sign to add a source?
Yeah.
So somewhere in that row, I've got like two little chevron arrows.
Now I have a open source properties, a plus, a minus, group things, and then a toggle selective recording. I don't know what that is. I don't have anything like what you're talking about.
Hold on. I have Streamlabs OBS installed on my PC.
So what we're trying to figure out is the layering.
I don't like slobs at all.
Yeah.
Let me just see what it looks like if I right click on it. Okay, sorry, Chris. So in where it says sources, in the top of your screen where it says sources, to the right, you've got like a little thing that says toggle selective recording, add a group, a plus and a minus.
Right, and then a little wheel for source properties is the last thing there.
Drag and drop. Sorry, Chris, you can drag and drop. I was confused now. So select your window capture right and drag and drop it to be below left.
What do you mean?
All you want to do is you want to just change the layer.
I understand that, but how am I changing the layer? I mean, what do you mean drag? Inside the window? Okay, I'm pointing at the window now.
Inside sources. Inside sources where it lists your two sources.
I've got zoom left is the top thing listed, then the second thing is zoom right, but that doesn't affect where they lay, does it?
No. Yes, it does. So So zoom left is on top and zoom right is on top.
Oh, got it. Thank you, Jannie. Okay, there it is. Okay, that explains a lot, and I can do that with my super chats. Oh, there we go.
Yes. Check that out. Now the layer. So whatever is in the top is outwards most facing, and whatever is at the bottom is right at the bottom. So you want your Magaliesberg right at the bottom.
Okay.
That everything else would start stacking.
Well, and that was the first thing I ever loaded. That's why it showed up there. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Perfect. So now your video block just overlays on my video block if you look on your YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see that.
Do you see what happened there? Perfect.
Yeah,
now you can mess around with that.
Okay, so I get you. So the order that things are listed in your sources is the order of primacy, and the newer things go on top, layering all the time. So like right now, if I were to move the super chats up there, it would be on top of my photo or my camera.
Yeah,
if it's somebody did a super chat.
Let's test it quickly.
Hey guys, whoever's watching the chat, we're just trying to make this super awesome for Steve Hofmeyer tomorrow, and we're messing around with Zoom, and it looks like we found a pretty good solution. Although it's not ideal, it looks pretty good. Jannie just gave a super chat. Okay, super chats is not at the top, so let me do that. Okay, it didn't come. Well, if it comes up, it should come up top there. So anyway.
So let's see.
Yeah,
Once
it
it
usually
gets
trails.
processed.
I've just moved to the very top, the super chat, so it should be layer on top of my camera. There it is. Look at the zombies on my face.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it yet.
It'll come there in a second because I've got 30-second delay. Lynn says she saw it. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. Well, maybe what I do is, yeah, I can probably do it like, hang on a second. I'll do this.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, there's a 30-second delay because I didn't go back in and adjust the latency on it. So I'll move me over there, and I'll move you and Steve for tomorrow over here. And then the Mahalisburg, he'll just pop up in that corner on top there. So that should work better. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
So what we can then do, Chris, is you can add a third window,
Okay.
which is your full screen Zoom, like when you have multiple people in Zoom. Because if you have more than 2 people in Zoom now, these 2 settings won't work. Because remember,
yeah, exactly.
you capturing pixels in space.
Uh-huh.
And if at any point in time these 2 screens no longer align with that space, you're going to capture some wonkiness. So
Gotcha. So
I
I'm
will
going to do
add
that
a
right
third
now.
stream.
I'm going to do Zoom full screen. Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom all participants, I'll call it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
there you go.
then you can toggle that one on or off. And then
Right.
when we have a gap over the weekend or something, Chris, then I'll show you a little bit how to link your Stream Deck to toggle those things. Then you push a button on your Stream Deck and it will flip to browser, starting screen, ending screen. It's so easy. Once I
So
show you, you'll
What
be
I've done
cooking.
right there is that all of them are open up right now. But once you see that on your screen, because it's 30 seconds behind, although you and I are talking, then I'll show you and I'll take it off. So I think I've sorted it. Okay, so you're doing something.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There
you
we
actually saw me doing that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
So,
saw you Streamlabs selecting something in Streamlabs, yeah.
okay, so now we're set up. That's actually I need to shrink it down a little bit because it's filling the screen too far. There we go. Yeah, it's a little better. Let me get this right so that it's working when I come in next time. Okay, that should be close to right there. Maybe a little bit off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, give it a second. It should adjust on the screen, and then I don't have the edges off. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I see my name is cut off a little bit.
Oh, is it? Okay, it should be in a second. I've just adjusted a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
more. Okay.
I'm delayed. There we go. I can see you moving it.
Okay.
Almost.
Yep.
Almost. I see what you mean. The aspect ratio looks weird because
does.
when you try to resize it, something. I saw the same on my side, so it's not. It's the interpretation of the window. I
Exactly.
think it's not.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's not actual 16:9, 1080p. It's not. It. Yeah.
And this isn't perfect because the side of my window is off, but that's fine because that's not the focus. And I have white space on the wall over there anyway, so that's not a problem. But what we've got right now is we've got 13 people watching. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in. This is Jannie and I trying to make everything good for tomorrow. So this is not the view you will see tomorrow, folks. I'm going to show you the view you're going to see. I'm going to put this to sleep, and there's the view you're going to see tomorrow. Although I don't know what Steve's background is going to be, but that'll be it right there. And that'll let me still see the super chats and such. And I can always shrink down that window, and I can play it by ear when I call Steve in tomorrow before the stream starts. I can hang on a second. I can make this a little bit smaller for now so that it matches up like that. How's that look, Yanni? When you get, it'll be there in about 30 seconds, and then that way.
There we go. That looks nice.
Yeah, that I think that's going to look good there. So I shrank it down a little bit, and then tomorrow, what'll happen is anybody does a super chat, I'll still be able to see it, and we'll be good to go. I think that'll do the trick.
I think so, Chris. The only other thing that we haven't tested, and I'm happy to check from my phone quickly.
Yeah.
Like when Henk and Robin dialed into your moderator
Yes.
Zoom earlier, they were using landscape mode on their phones.
Yeah.
So like they had their phone like this
Right.
and not like that.
Right.
So this will still work because the Zoom screen is a standard size. You will just have that little box of theirs up there, and then you'll only have a landscape view though, or a portrait view though. So I think it will still work. I don't think it'll be an issue.
Okay. Yeah,
It just won't look as nice as now because,
Yeah.
sorry for interrupting.
No,
Now
sorry.
we have two nice full screens.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see. But Rainier Duplessis said the third tree from the left is a bit short. Thanks a lot for that addition. What happened to my voice? What's wrong with my voice, dogga boy? Anyway, Okay, yeah. So say that again. Tomorrow, what won't be right? What did I miss? I mean, that didn't sink in.
No, what I mean is tomorrow, if not tomorrow, if somebody does join though, and they are using their phone and they are using it in portrait mode, like holding the phone up like the
Yes,
way I'm now,
it's going to mess
then
this up.
usually what happens is it's not going to mess it up. You're just not going to have two nice blocks like what you have now.
Right. Well,
So hold on.
Hopefully he'll go. What are you going to call in on?
Hold
Zoom?
on a sec. I'm going to drop this call quickly, and I'm going to dial in from my phone.
Okay, that's fine.
So just
And
give me a sec quickly, right? I'll jump back.
So I
just
gotta
let me
you
back in.
in here. Okay, cool. All right, folks, you're seeing how the sausage is made. Oh, look at that. Let me turn that one off. Actually, I got to do that's good. That's really weird. So I need to get the Zoom left off. There we go. Okay. Oh, now whoa, here we go. Oh, okay. Wow. This isn't as simple as you think it is. Okay, there's Jannie trying to come in. So I'll let Jannie in. Okay, is he in the room? Okay, Yanni's coming in now. Okay, now I'm back in the right place. Hey, Jannie, what happened was when you went off. Hang on a second. When you off, yeah. See that the box will still be the same, but the image just isn't as good. I see that lots of black around you now, but at least it'll still be the same frame. So hopefully he'll be landscape, and I can tell him that. But yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. But what happens is I can see you, but the box has stayed. I mean, the window has stayed the same on my screen, which is fine. But what happened is
that's what I mean.
When you dropped, I thought it was going to be taller or something like that, but it didn't affect it because we set the borders. But when you dropped off, because I suddenly filled the whole screen up, I was in both these. I had a window with me down here and a window on the top with me, and then it was all screwed up. So when I closed your window, it was out of aspect ratio. It was like huge on there. Yeah. So that's important for me to remember. If I drop Steve Hofmeyer into the conversation, I'm going to have to drop off both those windows and bring up the full one, and then go with that.
Exactly. So I'm going to turn my phone to the side now, Chris.
Yeah,
so
please do.
What that has on your side.
And it'll come out perfect, I'm sure. Not perfect because I still got borders, but pretty good.
It's got little borders on the side. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that when I tested with Reese's phone as well.
Dagaboy says he hasn't watched in a week, and I sound girly. What are you talking about, man?
Let's see when I turn my phone. Sorry, my stream hasn't appeared by me yet. There we go.
Yanni, 21 people have tuned in.
Well, that's good. Somebody's welcome to Super Chat. Just saying.
Yeah, if you want. Brett says, did I hear that Gabon decriminalized homosexuality? I did not, Brett. Thanks for that. That's interesting. Okay.
Cool, Chris. I'm going to jump back on my PC.
Okay. So
let's simulate what you need to do.
Let's simulate. Before you go away, all right, what I'm going to say is, all right, Yanni's going to take off now, and I'm going to close you out, and let's see what happens. All right, Yanni's going to take off.
Cool. Cheers.
Okay, and then, all right, now I switched back to all participants. You're still there, so I got, yeah, okay, left. Yeah, see, that's right. Okay, I have to slide over here like this and be ready for it. So that's how I have to do that. Brett says, hopefully YouTube won't kick you out. I don't imagine. We're just doing a test here, guys. Hey, Deborah de la Fontaine, Linda von Royen, thanks for all the great streams. Because I'm working, I can only watch the recorded versions. Oh, do you work at night, Linda? Maybe I should stream at night for you. And what's wrong with my voice? I don't hear anything wrong with my voice. Has Yanni come back yet? No, Yanni's trying to come back on his PC. Here he comes. Okay. Yeah, that's how I look on that. Yeah, okay, so I got to lean over like this. All right, I'm back. Yanni's back, so I can sit back in the center. I'm going to bring Jannie in right now, folks. Okay, there's Jannie Fundeveld. Welcome, Jannie. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure having you there. So how goes it, man? Hey, how can it?
It goes well. So on my side, Chris, your camera, why did you need to set off center?
Because it just... Okay, so it's okay. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, it's 30 seconds behind. Maybe that's why. Wait a second. Oh, no, the all participants is off. So what's going on here? Left and right. Why am I seeing? I'm not seeing the right picture now on the screen. I'm seeing both of us. Okay, apparently for some reason I know what happened. On my side, it dropped my browser where I was looking at. Okay, so got it. But it's transmitting right now. What do you see, Yanni? You see the windows we made, right? I'm in the upper corner and you're in the bottom, looking large. Is that what you see?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Yep. On my screen to the right, I'm seeing the full screen thing where both of us are on there. So it kind of threw me off. Okay. What happened was when your version of when there's two in the conversation, because Zoom automatically adjusts the camera, when you drop off, it zooms in on me, and then I wind up off picture over here, so you can't see me. So I have to lean into the picture when I do that. And there's no perfected way to do this because I can't, unless I set up my Stream Deck, I can't change all three windows simultaneously. Because what I do is, let me just show you real quickly. So when you were going to go away, I turned off your window, which I'm okay by myself. But if I drop my window now and then I bring back the all participants, you haven't gotten off screen yet and it hasn't adjusted. So it kind of screws things up. So let me shut that down, the all participants, go back to my window. So what I can do is when I turn you off, let me explain. You're back on. So you're going to leave the conversation. Bye, Steve. Have a good evening. And I'm going to shut you off and then you leave the room by taking you off camera. But when I do that, and when you actually drop out, what you see on the screen right now doesn't stay there because Zoom readjusts and it zooms in on me with one participant. And suddenly I'm off the screen. It's just my wall. So I have to remember when I drop you off to be ready, so I can be ready like this. The moment that you actually leave the conversation, I have to shift over so I can still be on the screen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but just for a while though, it shouldn't need to stay like that because when you're the only one on the Zoom call, then it goes full screen.
Yeah, but on this here, it zoomed in. It was kind of weird. If you want to drop off and watch what the screen looks like for just a second, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. Right. Let's do that. I'm going to drop off. Let me just switch on my browser audio.
I'll turn you off there, and we'll see what happens. So that's my cutout screen, which I've done, and you're still in the conversation. So you have to actually leave the meeting to do this.
Okay, cool. I'm leaving.
Or go to the waiting room, okay. Now, Jannie, you're off now. I don't know what you can see, but everybody's only going to see like a third of my face because it zoomed in. So everybody's 30 seconds behind. So if you're waiting to hear something, it's going to take 30 seconds before you actually see it on your screen because of the latency. So it'll take a moment. Okay, so now people only see 1/3 of my face. So I have to lean over like this. The other option is this. I turn off my Zoom like this, and I bring this up. And then I'm fine. That's full screen. But I can't do that until you're gone. So what I have to do maybe is I have to make Steve leave the meeting and then do it. Okay, but those little windows we bring up, Jannie, it zooms in. So as you can see, let me bring that up now so you can see Chris left. Oh, where's it at? That's not it. You can't see me because I'm, okay, so there you go. So there, oh, that's the right, there you go. So you see I'm off there because of the way it does the camera. Okay, Jannie, why don't you come back into the meeting if you don't mind? And I'll put you back on the screen. So hopefully you'll come back up there. Jannie, come on back in the meeting. Jannie? Bueller? Bueller? There's Jannie. He's coming back. All right. So did you see what I meant there, Jannie? I don't hear your mic yet. It's still connecting. Oh, your mic's on silent, but it's red.
Sorry.
Right? Okay. Why is your mic silent when it was red?
This.
Okay. Now it's okay. Good.
So, Chris, that's weird.
It is.
It's very weird behavior.
But you know what? It's good for now. It's late. It's after midnight there. I need to get some exercise in, plus get something to eat. So this will do the trick for Steve Hofmeyer tomorrow where Steve is not, we don't have all that background stuff. It looks pretty good. So I think this will do the trick for tomorrow. And if anybody does a super chat, because I suspect there'll be some super chats because people want to ask about, how many kids he has and if Ronaldo's really his son and all that nonsense before they get booted out. So we can see the super chats up there. And I think we'll be good. This will be good for tomorrow, but we can figure out long term. But you can see what I was talking about. That's kind of weird how it does that, right? I mean, it's like my camera adjusts. And so anyway, whatever. But this will do the trick for tomorrow. And I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind actually starting the conversation. We can actually do it like this. I can actually bring people in and change it once we get started. So let me show you. So I'll take me off. I'll take them off, and then okay. Now we're both there. So I'll start out talking, and then I'll bring Steve in. He'll come in the meeting, and then what I'll do is I'll quickly switch over to this and to this, which no one can see right now. I've just turned the left and right cameras on, so they're layered underneath. So that's not a problem. And then I just do this, boom. And we're golden for him.
Oh, there we go. I start seeing that now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll do the trick. So that's what I'll do. So I can turn all three of them on because you can't see those crops because they're behind this is on the top, the Zoom all participants. And I think we're golden. That'll do the trick.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Cool. And I don't have to resize windows in front of everybody, which is really stupid and awkward. I hate that. So that'll do the trick.
The only thing that needs to stick now
Yeah.
is that Zoom needs to put you right and Steve left. Because if it, and I'm not meaning leftist and rightist and centrist and whatever, but you know what I mean.
No,
Because if
no.
Zoom flips you guys over, then it's gonna mess around what's happening there now.
It's okay. I just went out of the full window version. This is what you see when I leave full window. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was making a joke there, Chris. Left and rightist.
I got it. I got it.
You caught that.
I got it. But yeah, no, it's but the thing about Zoom, the joke aside, is that it always brings the host in on the right. So
It does? Okay, cool.
It always starts on the right. So no matter who I bring in, it always brings me on the right. So this setup like this should be golden for tomorrow. And what I can do tomorrow is whenever Steve pops on, because I'm going to open the window up earlier, and I sent the message to his agent and said, hey, it'll be there. She got it. So I'll be waiting for him. When he pops up, I can just test this before we go anywhere by bringing it up in Streamlabs before we go live.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
and
got it.
The moment, because you can bring him up the way you bring up your normal guests. And then when you're happy with everything, you basically just click the other scenes. And that I will show you. So we'll make some time over the weekend or whatever, and I'll show you how to queue up the scenes in Streamlabs for the, on Stream Deck for that.
Yeah, because I want to be able, like tomorrow would be perfect, like to be able to push a button on here and subscribe to Chris Wyatt comes across the bottom right-hand side there, like Ronaldo does. So that would be cool.
Yeah, you could do some really cool stuff with that.
All right, cool beans. And people are asking about merch all the time. So I'm going to have to look at setting it up for South Africa anyway. I don't think I have enough big enough demand here in the U.S. to do it. So, but I'll have to get someone on that side. Anyway, all right, cool.
That's pretty cool.
I think we're good, man. This was fruitful in the end. It just took a second to grasp what we were trying to do. I think I got confused by looking at your 8,000 windows stacked one on top of the other as it was showing.
Yeah, it does that when you
kind of threw
Yeah,
me
you
off.
see, now I'm also using a virtual webcam software. So like if I hit transition now, you see my whole browser and everything that I have on. Yeah.
Where's my mouse at?
You see, so and if I, that's my desktop that I'm sharing, but I'm not actually sharing my desktop. I'm projecting my desktop as if it's a virtual webcam. It's all complicated, but
yeah. Cool beans.
This is what real life looks like, green screen and whatever.
No,
and
I prefer I prefer the side of a barn there. That looks a lot better.
Fake life.
Yeah, and I got my browser back on the other side. Nothing ever happened to that. That's good. Now it's funny now that we're late just testing things and we've only got like 15 or 20 people watching the stream. My browser is just going fine. There's nothing wrong with the feed.
Maybe of course it will.
Yeah, of course it will. Maybe earlier it's just a time when YouTube is having a lot of fun. So I know what it was. Back to this. So there we go. All right, yeah, that's cool. I can actually switch back and forth. I mean, I just realized. So my browser was always there that I was watching. It's good. I just went back to it and just so because what I like to do during the stream. You've probably picked up on this. Is I like to look at the stats and see what's going on, and just share that with people because I think people were interested in that. I know I am. So like for instance, I'm just doing a reload on my studio page right now, and this stream, which we're just doing giggles and grins, 54 people have tuned in at some point. We have 17 people with it right now and 6 likes. Wow, guys. And then I go back, I can see the video. Go ahead.
No, so what I want to show you, we'll do it over the weekend or something. You can actually queue up websites that you use frequently. Like if you want to, like Giselle's videos, like that YouTube URL, you can make that a source within Streamlabs. And then when you enable that source, it actually queues it up automatically. You don't even need to bring up a browser. And then you can do with whatever you want with that source.
Well,
you can put
for
it in
her
the window.
songs, I get where you're going, but for her songs, I actually have the videos. I actually have videos, so I'm just using them as a multimedia source when I bring them in.
Okay.
Yeah, but that would work. That would work for things like when I showed Hoffmeyer's video repeatedly this week, and it would work for when I do Twitter feeds and stuff like that. Yeah, so
exactly. Yeah, you can bring up like the common stuff you like using into that, but you can set up multiple scenes. Is it scenes now? Let me just get. Scenes, yes. So scenes, the scenes that you have in Streamlabs on the left,
right?
You can set up multiple scenes. Whereas your last scene will be your outro video where it, shows Chris Wyatt Africa, and in that scene you can disable your mic. Your mic is not on. Then it's one button you push and it does everything for you.
No, I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, this looks like it's going to do the trick for now. It should cover us. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, I'm very irritated. I don't like that. I like when Germ and however they're doing it, if they're using StreamYard, I don't know what they're using, but when Germ and when Roman do that split screen sort of thing, and Ronaldo's got his set up too, so that he can make himself, appear smaller and he can bring people in and I like that. But I haven't quite figured that out. So this will do the trick for tomorrow, though.
So we can play with this even more, because what you can now do is we can just cut out the center of the two screens, so make two portraits, and you bring up the two portraits next to each other. We can play with these sources even more.
Oh,
Because remember,
you're saying shrink the windows with the pixels and then expand them.
Yeah, remember the crop we set up? Because we set up the crop to basically outline whatever window that Zoom is giving us.
Let me mess with mine real quick and see what happens. So we got right, Chris. I'll click up on that. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, Corlia and I need to move that up. So where's that at?
Oh, so Corlia gave a super chat test. So let's see. That's going to layer on top of
and it was a little low. So I just moved it up to the top of the Mahaliesburg. So it should, when you see it come up there. This 30-second delay is annoying when you're trying to chat and still do this thing. But let me Chris Wright.
There we go.
Filters. Did it come up? There it is. Yeah. See, it's a little low. So I just moved it up. And Corlia gave that for tests. Thank you, Corlia. That was very kind of you. There you go. So that's pretty cool. Let me adjust my filter on mine. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to adjust the right now and take some of the right out of it. So let me take off, 300 and see what happens. That's too much. 250. 250. That's too much. 200. 200.
Because you've seen, like, on Joe's stream as well, like sometimes when Joe has somebody on his stream, he brings up the two screens next to each other.
Right.
And then if somebody's sitting a little bit off center, like kind of the camera cuts them off. And now I could see now on the stream it was coming onto your shoulder. You're doing it from the white side.
Right.
From where Australia is, from the Australia side.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking out. So
on your backgrounds. Yeah.
I've just, I don't know, is that better because I'm bigger now? Let me see. Give it a second to come up there. I'm looking at the stream because it's behind me now. I can see it on my screen, but I'm actually seeing it on the feed. I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch it on the feed.
Yeah.
So it's almost there.
Yeah.
Okay, is that better like that? Do you like that better, or how it was before?
That's very nice because it still has your shelf on the side.
Right, and the whole map is still there, and you can see both shoulders.
That looks pretty sweet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was better, and I'm larger, so I'm not so tiny there. Okay, cool. All right. Jeez. Corlia, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it as well. Jannie did one. Jannie contributed. He took one for the team just to see how it worked.
So we have to test it. But this is how we learn, Chris. When you spoke about it earlier, I'm like, I know it's possible. I also need to go and play with it. So I set up Reese on Zoom quickly, messed around, thinking like, okay, cool, this is how I'm going to try it. And then, So,
actually, what I was going to do tonight is, if you were, that's why I offered tomorrow. I was going to dork around with it tonight, and I was going to try some of these settings and just go with it. And then the other thing I was going to do is look up and see, Streamlabs, OBS, split screen, Zoom call, something like that, because somebody's probably made a video or done something on it. But the problem with videos with this software and with YouTube Studio and with Streamlabs and with OBS is that it changes so frequently that people make videos and 3 months later, what they told you, it doesn't even apply anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
So anyway, it's a little frustrating.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans. I think we got it for tonight. This should do the trick. And then tomorrow, again, let me go back to this real quick just so people can see it. I want to watch my screen. So if I don't want to worry about these cutouts like this because we have multiple people, then all I have to do, and if we have a third one, then what I do is, I'd have to wait till somebody third. Yeah, just
do this quickly, Chris. Yeah. Switch off your left and right view and switch on your main view.
Right. I'm going to switch on the main view, not take those off and watch it layer over top it. Then I'll turn them off. Okay. I've just layered over top, and now they're still on. So I'm going to turn both of them off now. It doesn't matter, but where the heck are they at?
I'm just waiting to see what's happening on the screen.
Yeah.
Because then you can quickly adjust the size. And when I then drop off, you will go full screen, like what happens normally when you have a guest on.
Right. Yeah, so
because that's what you do, though, right?
We could do it this way instead of the way I just said. So, okay, so now it should be catching up any second now that I've gotten to the full screen. There it is. Okay, now it's full screen. And so, like, if you're going to leave the meeting now, you leave, and it would take me full screen, and it should be fine.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
But if you want, you can adjust this a little bit so that it looks like normal, because normally you have it about 3/4 of the way.
Right, gotcha. Hang on. Zoom all participants. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than it normally is. So hang on. Yeah, there we go. I could do it like that, and then okay, how's that? Well, you're 30 seconds behind, so that latency is annoying. Yeah, that latency.
We'll see.
Yeah. You look like you got a video store behind you there.
So again.
Looks like you have a video store behind you.
All right. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I can see you moving the screens around.
Okay, so
And you're resizing it, and then you're gonna
almost there.
match it to the side.
Okay, so that's where I've got it now. So that'll be the full size one, and then the only problem with doing that, the only problem with that is that the other ones will still be visible when I switch to this if I do it that way. Let me see. So like that, see, and the right, they're still that you can't see them yet. But if I were to turn this on, it won't cover them up completely. But it's not a big deal.
Yeah, what we can do is put a folder in and then put your left and right in a folder and then leave the other one. Then you take the folder off, which takes both off, and you then switch. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's
switch
fine.
off left view, switch off right view, because for that brief second, all you have is the Michalisburg.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
switch on your view.
Gotcha. That's the way to do it. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. So when we do it tomorrow, we'll turn off. I'll turn both those off, and then I'll bring this right up, and then I'll say goodbye to Steve. He'll leave. I'll fill the screen, and I'll wrap up, and that'll be it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like I'm going to disconnect now, and then we'll see what happens there.
All right, cool beans. All right.
Cool. Leave. Cheers.
All right, Jannie, thank you very much. All right, folks, there you go. Look at that. And look at that. Just as we discussed, it's right there. You can see me on the screen. You're about 30 seconds behind. Adjust my hat here. Look at that. Ooh, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you were hoping for some news or something like that or conversation, my apologies. We just needed to test this so that we don't embarrass ourselves tomorrow with substandard video production. We're going to have good stuff here. So there you go. You guys are just now seeing it. I'm 30 seconds ahead of you. I'm looking over and playing with my beard, and that looks pretty good. Actually, I like that a lot. Maybe I'll switch to that view coming up in the future. But yeah, so anyway, interesting, folks. Yeah, it looks perfect now. Jannie, it does look pretty good. Thanks, man. Okay, Jannie, I want to thank you, man. Really a lot. How much time we've been here? 32 minutes. That's pretty cool. Okay, guys, I'm going to get Jannie, I'm going to shut down. You and I, we don't need to do anything else, right? We're set? Jannie, just confirm that we're set. I think we're set, and I'm going to shut the stream down here, and thank you guys. And I look forward, I assume that most, if not all of you, will be here for Steve Hofmeyer tomorrow. It's still tomorrow for me because it's not midnight yet. It's only 7 p.m. here. All right, so Corlia likes it. Awesome. Thanks for the super chat, Corlia. I appreciate it. You're laughing at the test. That's good stuff. I have to figure out how I impress Corlia more. She gives bigger super chats to Ronaldo, so I'm just saying. All right, Jannie. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one. I might do prepared videos tonight, depending on the news. I think I'll do a prepared video about South African rugby coming back. That should be interesting, so maybe I'll do that later tonight. Yeah, Tunes can't wait. I can't wait either. It's going to be fun. All right, guys. God bless. Have a good night. I'll tell you what. I will...